Good morning, everybody. I hope you're well. Welcome if you're new. Hope you had a lovely new year. Let this be the best year. The best is yet to come. Hopefully it's this year. These are on the bottom of the pack before I've even begun. Look at that. Strength and heal. Out of, I would say, difficulties comes strength. So strength is really comes from builds character in a way. From hardship you build character and compassion. And heal. This is where we're at now, or where we're about to be. Heal and strength. Which leads me on to, I always said, how could we have heal and strength if we don't have a proper EBS and a proper announcement? And I had another friend say to me, no, another big truther said that won't happen. There won't be an EBS. It'll be a soft disclosure via the newspapers. But newspapers don't even tell the truth. And even if they did, well, if they haven't up till now, why would they all of a sudden? And even if they're told to, they're going to be exposed. It's like, are they going to write about exposing themselves? Oh, yes, we were part of the problem, actually. I can't see it. I'm going to look into that again because that frustrates me. A lot of people don't read newspapers, as I've said before. And also, there's a lot of stuff actually coming out in the newspapers and people just go, like Hollywood, and they go, okay, just get on with my day. They don't really take it on board. And I do think the Great Awakening should be bigger than that. It's just my opinion. I'll look into that in a bit. Right, so where do I begin? Oh, that was my question one, but I don't want it to be question one. Did you enjoy our joint collaboration with my friend Chris, Divine Light Readings by Chris? I hope you did. Yes, so where do I begin? I don't know where to begin. I'm just going to mix and match. I'll put timestamps in though. This is going to be a longie, so I may not do a long one next week. Because it's going to be the 20th in a week and a bit, week and a half. Can't wait. Right. Okay, so I'm going to start with this one. I was on YouTube and there's this girl and she was basically doing videos, blog kind of videos, and she went in to an Amazon shop, but she labelled the video the most hated shop in the UK. I'd never heard of it, but apparently it's in North London. So it's an Amazon, no, it's in Hampstead Heath, posh suburb. It's an Amazon shop and it's a supermarket. So obviously they're trying to compete against the other big ones. However, this one is really flawed because when you go into the supermarket at first, you had to have an Amazon account to check in, check out. So people were avoiding it, but now you don't. However, it's still really flawed because you can't pay cash and then you can't get out the shop and you can't pay cash. And you also don't get a receipt when you leave. You have to kind of get a receipt on the way out or after you've left the shop, sorry. That's complicated. People want to know what they've paid. They don't want to have to go back there and have to deal with it. Apparently a few of them already closed, but this is a new one. So obviously trying again. The price is all a bit weird. Anyway, I'll attach the video at the end so you can watch her video talking all about it. But talk about dystopia. And in the aisles, because obviously you don't have a checkout, it just goes automatic through your through cameras. So it knows what you've picked up. There's hundreds of cameras on the ceiling. It's really horrible. And that's why it's called UK's most hated shop. And, this was dystopia. No people, no cashiers. I mean, the other supermarkets already headed that way anyway, but this is taking it that one step further. So let's look into the most hated shop. How long will it last? Are we going to say goodbye to this? That's what I'm interested in. Oh, completion. I don't think it's going to last very long. I think it's going to be an end of an era at some point. That wraps it up. Boundaries, okay? So it could be that, and that will lead me on to the next one about Facebook. That they're too rigid and it doesn't work. Maybe. Right. This is something you can see he's planning and plotting for the world. Or, you know, they were planning and plotting. Okay? Could even be that you don't use money anymore because this is kind of cash stacked up. So maybe you sort of he's put your cash down and don't need your cash anymore. I mean, it's pure dystopia. But we all know where it was headed. Okay. It already looks like they're trying again, but it's already been difficult. Because look at these waves. They kind of almost knew it would cause waves. Okay. But they're still trying their luck. They're still trying it. Still contemplating. Sort of hanging on in there still. That's a card of kind of safety as well. So they're kind of still trying to hang on in there. And look, this almost feels like trying again to have another go. Where's it going to go? This is about patience, okay? And this is about feeling comfortable, okay? And it may be that people are uncomfortable with this situation, not being able to use cash, because it's interesting because there's cash here, cash here, cash here, and she's holding on to her cash. And it could be that it's just that as well, not just the surveillance element, but just the holding on to the cash, not letting people use cash. It doesn't make people feel comfortable. And so that's patience. So let's see what unfolds with that. But I did have a completion. Or perhaps that was even saying that's what they wanted for the world. But I think that's more about wrapping the whole situation up. I think this is what they wanted, okay? This was something new, innovative, and I think this is what they wanted. But I just don't feel it's going to go that way. I think this is a setback. So this is a setback. And you know that lady on the video, what she already said some had closed and they're trying a couple more. So it's a setback. So I personally don't think it will be long. There's going to be an announcement. This could be working, but he's stopped working. He's standing still. He wants to work. He wants to get going. But at the moment, he's standing still. So maybe it's something they wanted to work, but I don't think it's going to work. I think long term. I was just said, in long term, will they close? Sitting on the fence, really, with that. Mulling it over. Wait and see. Wait and see. She's literally got a blindfold on. So people want staff. I honestly feel people want staff. This is an act of service. People want staff. Wait and see. Just wait and see. I'll be surprised if these shops don't end purely for dystopia reasons. And I feel this is for us, which is wonderful news. You're not alone. Yeah, we're all feeling it. Yeah, I think that we will be protected from dystopia, and the world was, that's on the back, the world was a completion. Watch for the signs. Could be that you hear something, or goals. I think in the end, take your goals off the back burner. Time for you to take your goals off the back burner. Back burner. Back burner. Back burner. And I've got heal and ask. It's okay to ask for help. Heal. I don't think we'll have dystopia anymore, personally. I genuinely don't. I'm going to check it again, but all the cards I'm getting are leading to the idea that it won't be long. Will it be in 2025? I've got the same kind of thing. Stop. So potentially, I think there's going to be a shutdown point at some point. Goodbye, dystopia. Right, I've done that one. But you see, this is another thing. When people said, we'll have a soft disclosure, these are the companies, the framework that have started all of this. Are you just going to go, hey ho, naughty, naughty, that's it? I'm sorry, that's not acceptable for me. They've tried to completely control and ruin our lives. We want a new framework. I want a new framework, completely new framework. So softly, softly doesn't do it for me. Anyway, okay, so then what I can do is, so I knew this was going to be a long video. That was 10 minutes and that was only topic 1. Okay, so I'm going to lead on then, because it would make sense to go on to my friend sent me a video and I was watching it of this guy talking about his companies are going to start allowing free speech and how they're going to work with President Trump and all this. And I thought, who's that guy with the blonde curly hair? I had no idea. That just fell out. Haha, goodbye, end of an era. And then someone else, I know it was in the newspapers, that's it. And it was actually the guy who owns Facebook. I didn't even know who he was, didn't even know what he looked like, because I don't follow the news. But apparently, so he's done this video, oh, we're going to work with President Trump, oh. Well, the comments were saying, oh, I'm sorry, but it's bigger than that, what you were sort of trying to control. And there should be repercussions for that. This is the whole thing about me saying, softly, softly doesn't work for me anyway. This isn't good enough. Anyway, maybe at the beginning is softly, softly, but I think in the end we should have a big shove. This is what we need. This is what the sleepers need. A big prod up their whatever. If you haven't woken people up now, do you really think softly, softly is going to do it? And then where's the justice in that then? Anyway, okay, so this guy, why have I put Eng? Oh, I know why I've done that. Sorry. Okay, so I'm going to cross this one off. So this is Facebook. So he's obviously retracted. I'm going to work with Trump. So I was thinking, oh, is that YouTube then? Because, you know, there's a new guy. He's on YouTube. I'll add his video to the end of this. And he's really going for the questions that I can't even ask. But then I realised he's only just started doing it, so it might take a while. But, you know, I got thrown off. So, but then apparently Facebook's nothing to do with YouTube. That's Google. So anyway, I don't know why. But some people seem to be able to say all sorts and I can't say anything. But anyway, so free speech, great. But this is what they were trying to control. They were trying to stop you. They were trying to control you. It also may be that they don't have a choice anymore. They're not. They make it sound like we're so willing. I think it was a lot more than that. So I guess to be honest, this is the problem for me, because I go into, I say you use Facebook and then you go into Amazon and then you go into these shops. They're all part of this. It's not somewhere I want to spend my money. And I think that's the thing. You know, that's why I keep pressing for a bigger situation. But I'm going to pull 3 cards. So, Facebook, what do I need to know about this situation? Can be about control. Look, it came to an end. It's come to an end. Right now, it's come to an end. Look at this card. It's almost a reconsideration. But also, what does that card look like? It's come to an end. I wonder if this is... Yeah. This feels like... Whoa! I always had, for Facebook and that, I always had a tower. But to be honest with you, that looks like that's still to come. Look. So if you look at the story, okay, this technically is meant to be, you know, what's happening now. Then that's what happens. But then this is an announcement and a still sort of a revelation, or the structure sort of exploding in a way, like revelations and all sorts. But that's the thing. Maybe I'm going to get my wish after all. Maybe things really will change. That genuinely feels like that's still to come. What do I need to know about Facebook and free speech and what's next? Oh, I haven't got a card. No. Aha! I have one. It only takes one. Balance. So it's going to be rebalanced. Find balance in your life. Balance. Balance. Interesting. Okay, what's on the bottom? Career. Try something new. Okay. Yeah, I think these companies, I mean, to be honest, if I had my way, I'd get rid of all of them and start again. Fresh. Complete fresh start over. Right. What's next? Oh. Right. I don't think I'm going to read on this. So basically, in the UK, we've got obviously Kia, and it's all falling apart, basically. And I did a little reading for myself the other day, and I was going to put it on the community page on my YouTube. So instead, I'm just going to tell you what I got, because I don't really want to get into it. I've done it so many times. Will it get much worse? I've put yes. So basically, this is what I got. Will it get worse for him? It will increase. It's about integrity. And I got surrender, so possibly step down. Oh yes, I said, will they step down, or would he step down? Yes. More surprises to come. This will manifest with the magician. It's a very tricky situation, but it's actually like it's almost being activated and created right now with the magician. It's all sort of, could also be theatre as well in a way, sort of all planned. Then I said, will he be sort of thrown out to take the fall in a way for Labour in a way? Like it sort of all falls on him rather than everybody else. And I got yes. Could even be lose seats. Then I had a tower, world, worse to come. There's going to be more secrets. And then I had, and then it sort of flipped, but not in their favour. Then I had Queen of Swords. So he's going to be held to account. The truth comes out. I do remember my other friend Karen on the community page, I put it, she got February for Labour. New beginnings card, which is great, so we're going to have a new beginning. Emperor, could be a new government. Hopefully not the same style. And start, so it's all going to be exposed, right? So that's that. It's going to get worse. So this is the beginning of the end, really, isn't it, for the world? You can see everything's changing. And obviously we had Trudeau as well. It's funny how the newspapers, I did actually look yesterday because I wanted to see, has anything happened? And they were mocking Trump again. I can't remember what they were saying, their actual words, but it's almost like a mock and a sneer. So, do you really think they're going to start printing truths? I don't. And Chris and I did look into that as well on our joint reading. I'm trying to blend this, okay? So I'm going to try and stick to the same kind of topics. So, other leaders. Somebody mentioned Netherlands. They live in the Netherlands, and I never touch on other European places or other places in the world. I tend to talk about, the big countries in a way, but, I'll do a random one then. The Netherlands. What about... There you go. Here you go, Netherlands. Looks like it's going to fall apart. But now, this is quite catastrophic. So you will know. And that could be... So I'm going to read on then. That was the Netherlands. But I was actually going to ask then about everyone else's leaders. Okay. They could be all about... This could be like that they're all struggling now. Okay, so I'm then going to look into, if the Netherlands I had a tower, what do I have for all the other leaders across the world? Are they all now going to step down, fall in line? Are we saying goodbye to our globalist structure across the world, apart from Trump? Right. Freedom! Freedom! We are free, we are liberated. I actually think we're already free. We don't even know it. Oh! Almost free from the chains. Almost free from the chains. Oh, look at that stress. Wow. This is across the world. Okay, so we have been held as prisoners. For those of you who didn't think we were prisoners, yes, we were prisoners. Okay. Okay, I think what's happening now is they are being told that we are having our freedom back, but it's a very intense, stressful situation, I think, and it's falling apart. Okay. It could also be that, yeah, they've been told that, you know, this system is falling. Okay, what happens next? Now, this could be a couple of things. It could go quiet, or it could be secrets come out in a way. Because this could be pause for reflection. Excuse me. Oh, look, it's us. The people. The people. And across all the world. Maybe we find out the secrets. Maybe we find out the truth. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe we're being liberated. Oh, look at that. Boom. Woohoo! 3 major arcana. So this is an absolutely huge situation for the world. Huge. 3 major arcanas. Very, very spiritual. Okay. And past, present, future. What does that look like to you? This is actually going to activate. This is going to happen. It can almost be like activating, like magic. It's actually going to like perform in front of your eyes. You're going to see this in front of your eyes. All tools are on the table. So it's all going to be put on the table. I think we're going to find out. This is why I still think we're going to have an EBS. I think the situation is so big that you can't do a newspaper disclosure, in my opinion, okay? That's just my gut feeling, okay? This is changing forevermore. So that structure of chains is slowly going, and luckily the sun is coming out here, okay? Now that can take time for that to work through. These are all big cards. They can take time. Well, we've already been here 4 years now. This is absolutely, this framework is collapsing. It's exploding. It's collapsing. It's being dismantled, basically. And this is being manifested to actually happen like that. So, yeah, this is the world. This is it. The world is probably never going to be the same ever again. Right, I've got 2. Let's see what I've got. Yippee! Goodbye, tyranny. P45. Career. Decide. It's time to make a decision. Try something new. Career. Well, it's called control. It's not really career. It's called control. Oh, look. Fan of control. So, I'll ask quickly again. Okay, I mean, that is actually what's going to happen. That's probably, look at that. I still think this is next. They're either being guided or it's going to get like worse. You could actually see the military step out. So maybe that's my next question. Will the military step out in, you know, are they actually, we're going to see them? Are they going to get their accolades? That's another thing. Then they don't get their accolade. All their hard work, they don't get their accolade. How does that work? So I should just, it's a decision. Justice. Maybe, this is patience. For when it's safe for the world, then they're ready to disclose it all. That's what I feel. Okay, so, right, other leaders. Well, that's all sort of, I would say, exploding or has exploded or it's about to even get worse. Okay, I'll quickly ask that. Is it about to get worse across the world for our governmental structures? I've already had magician. Oh, I've got a governmental card. Yes, Yes, yes. Look at the waves. It's going, and the waves are getting bigger, and the ship's struggling to get to the top. I think there's a switch. I think there's going to be a governmental switch, and it could be across the world as well. This is hidden information, okay? PSYOP, freedom. I think we already have potentially our freedom, or they are at the moment creating, you know, the right time to give us our freedom. Like it's being worked on behind the scenes, or we already are free. Okay, there is one country that I do worry about a lot, and I'm not going to name it. Renewal. I did wonder about that. I've wondered about this for a very, very long time. Yes. Oh my goodness. I don't know how, but these people, these poor people, we think we've got it bad. I'm not going to name it, but is it bad? Oh dear. This is renewal and healing. Trust. Yes. I've always wanted to ask about this. Trust. Yes. 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 You can't have a great awakening without this last place. And I think you probably know what I'm talking about. Ah, dear me. KORblimey. Anyway, right. Right. So, I'm going back to my first question. I've thought about other things now as well. Will we have, I'm going to ask it again. I've asked it many times, but I'm sorry, I'm not happy with what these truthers are saying. Will we have an EBS? I do not want a soft disclosure. No. So how do I ask this? Are they right? Are they correct in saying we will not have a huge collapse, like it will be softly via the newspapers? Are they correct? Are they correct? Interesting. Excuse me. KORblimey. KORblimey. Okay. It's strange because at the moment I can't have a yes. Okay. But this also could be a new beginning. Okay. I feel at the moment, yes. Definitely at the moment. Because this is about your wish to keep the world safe. Okay. So there's a reason why they're doing this. So this, for the moment, I do think, yes, we are on a softly. They're paving the way. However, for a new beginning for the world. But I want to know, will there be a big one coming still? And it depends how I asked it, because potentially that still could be a yes. I have patience. Wait. So, right now, look at her arms. This card is just extraordinary to me now when I see this card. She's got her arms held out and it's like clink. Knock, knock, clink. Wait. This is making a decision. They're not ready. However, I don't have the answer for the future. Will it be softly? Will we have an EBS? It's a very, very positive path right now. But I still have communication. I'm still hoping. This is tricky because this could be on the quiet. But I don't want to celebrate on the quiet. I'm sorry. I want to celebrate big time on an EBS. So, sometimes it's tricky. I'm going to ask a different way. Sometimes it depends how you ask the question. That could be a wait, you see. Are they still going to do an EBS at some point in the world when the time is right and it's safe to do so that we can have public proper disclosure, not via the newspapers? It's a decision and it's a choice. Which is probably why I keep getting decide. Okay, this is countries. So this is stabilising countries. Okay, so that's what they're doing at the moment. Okay. And could be removing people, removing systems, removing structures, leaving things behind. Will we have an EBS at some point? This is moving things quickly to the positive. Then there's a change and the truth comes out. But I don't have a yes. This is secrets and sort of fears. I think I had before, yes. The only thing I can possibly think of is perhaps they're worried about how people will take it. Or maybe they haven't finished what they need to do first. And they've got to do that first. So, or maybe we're not meant to know yet. Abundance. Great news is heading your way. Abundance is coming. Okay, I asked, will we have an EBS when it's the right time to do so? And I have protection. You're not alone. You're being looked after. So look, at the end of the day, we're being looked after. I have new beginnings on the back. But I don't have a yes yet. I have a focus. Maybe they've got other things to do. I have a wait. So that's positive. That may mean that it's skills and create. The communication. I still think there will be signs. Break. I think there's going to be a break. I think holiday is a break. I think that's when we have a break. Trust. I still think, my gut feeling is, this is things hidden. Things aren't as they seem. Maybe we've got a little bit more to clear up still yet. But I'm still going for major disclosure, EBS at some point. Maybe they're not ready for the secrets to come out. They don't have to tell us all of it. They can tell us some of it. It's just waiting and building up to it. I also got a screenshot of someone saying it was going to be on the 10th of January, which is 2 days away. Maybe it's saying it's a secret. We're not meant to know when. Maybe it's that. Maybe we're not meant to know. Yeah, because I've now got a victory. Heroes welcome. And I was mentioning the 10th. Do you know what? Wouldn't that be nice? Maybe this is about not letting the other side know. So this is just spontaneous. It just happens spontaneously when it's the right time. And we've got to trust. And maybe that's it. Maybe the whole thing is a secret. I think at the moment, okay, this is still, again, keeping the world safe. And the truths are still coming out. They're not ready. They're not ready. This is renewal. And they're not ready yet. There's still a lot of very hurtful information that public aren't aware of that's happening behind the scenes. So patience. I'm getting a lot of patience and waiting. I think yes. I still think yes with the Ace of Swords, but not yet. So I know I keep going over it, but I'm sure I've had yes before. I'm sure my friends have had yes as well. Excuse me. You're going to say, well, you keep pulling the cards and eventually you're going to get it. Well, I think sometimes it depends how you ask the question, what you need to know now, what you're going to get, what you need to know now. I asked, will we have an EBS when it's the right time and safe and everything's cleared up enough for us to do so, for them to do so? And I have trust. So I didn't have a firm, but I did have trust and I have meditate. And I have protection now, new beginnings. Oh, I do hope so. It would feel so unjust not to. Anyway, I've gone over that way too much. I'm sure my friends have asked as well. Excuse me, I've had a cold. Still got it. I'm wondering then, when I was told that I had this screenshot, stress, I'm not sure. I was told it would happen on the 10th. But it was always meant to be a secret. I got a yes, but I got 2 yeses. But maybe then again I said maybe it was meant to be a secret. It could be yes, it's meant to be a secret. But I think there will be an announcement when it's the right time and for the good of the people. I think what it is, if it's the wrong time, it's going to cause unnecessary worry. Or there's still stuff to sort out and it will cause unnecessary worry. Everything is strategically planned. I have a celebration. Okay, I do think there's something going to come for the world. I do think that's a major card. Okay, for the world. Yes, some kind of interest peaked. So passionately pursuing something. I still think so. So there you go. I've gone over that so many times. The government don't like Elon Musk very much, and I wonder if Elon Musk will be the demise of the UK. Will he help end UK politics? I think he's working with Mr. T, very much so. He's helping. He's helping. Judgment Day, he's helping. He's holding them to account. They're being held to account, but the interesting thing is the newspapers, I went in the supermarket yesterday and I saw that the newspapers on the cover had said, he needs to butt out. But clearly it's all been manufactured like this, I think, in my opinion. It's all been done on purpose because they could just ignore it if they wanted to. Right, here we go. Obviously, Trump has gone to Greenland and there was a post today, my friend sent it to me. They said that apparently in 1942, Greenland, Canada and Mexico were meant to be part of a new sort of world structure. And before I even began really doing my reading this morning, I got in the cards I got for myself, heal, protection. I believe Trump is going to be a powerful, powerful person across the world. I believe he is taking control of the world. It could be that Chris and I didn't necessarily get that they would be the 51st state, but there is 55 stars on this American flag, apparently, for 5 more states or places, or I don't actually know how they're going to do it. It doesn't really matter to me. I think what matters to me is it feels like he is taking control of all the countries. He's taking control. He's going to head up, whether it's to do with the Commonwealth, I'm not really sure, because that would be Commonwealth countries only. But I feel he is taking control across the world. So I'm going to quickly look at that. Is Trump, yeah, he's taking it from them. Is Trump going to take all the countries back under his wings? He's taking control. See, how can you suddenly have, we don't really belong to our own country. All our governments are stepping down and it's just softly, hey-ho. Nothing happening here. Big deal, it's in the newspapers, but hey-ho, I just drink my cup of tea and talk to my neighbour. That's not the Great Awakening to me. Maybe it's the beginning. This is the beginning of the Great Awakening. That's what I always think. I do talk too much, I am sorry. Secrets. What was it about? I speak so much. I forget this topic. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Is Trump taking back the world? Yes. I have a breakthrough. 4 of Wands. This card. Here. Yes. Yes. And he's this is what he's doing. He's going around the countries and he's saying, right, I'm putting my marker down. You're going to admit defeat. You're going to admit defeat. And this is causing a lot of stress because I think secretly there's some kind of revelation in the past that he has been able to either get control of these countries or he already had control of them or he's disabled. Apparently, yeah, that was it. Oh, I wrote a note somewhere. Yes, here it is. Control of this, there was a post going around and it said 19th New Republic, what? Control of the British Commonwealth owns every Commonwealth country defeated by the monarchy crown, stopped maritime law and back to common law. That's apparently what he's doing. Apparently that's what he's doing. And that's how he's gaining control of all these countries. Wow. This is taking action. Integrity. This is being defeated, and that's at the moment. So he's almost going out there with his chest puffed up and going, I'm showing you, media, I'm showing you, and they don't like it. This is the universe. I believe this is to unite all of us and this is a creative sort of creative way perhaps, and to trust that it's his wish maybe to head all these countries and keep them all safe. Maritime, what was it? Going back to stop maritime law, going back to Commonwealth. What does that say? Commonwealth. Common law, sorry. Well, this is water. Act of service to do with water. That's water. That's my next question. So yeah, I think this is a new beginning. New lands, new beginning. He's conquering new lands. So what was the question? Sorry, this is an extra one. Has Trump enabled the stop of maritime law and we're going back to common law? And I think it's all interlinked. This is a long video. This is about the truth comes out. Honesty and integrity. Honesty and integrity. This is water. Stopped maritime law. So this could be about the truth coming out. Maritime law. So back to common law. And there's the water. And it didn't really work out. Look at the water. That could be maritime, you see. Setback. Maritime. Stop. Water. Have I got it right? Have I got it right? This is secrets. Secrets. And could be bringing something back into balance. Change. There's a revelation. So this is a breakthrough. This is stopped and water. So if I've got it right, is stopping maritime law back to common law. Common law. There's water here, and it's like it's giving up. It's a setback, but it's giving up. Giving up, admitting defeat, and this is a celebration. I feel like this is what they're working towards. This is their wish. This is what they're doing. I feel this stop, and there's water. So are we going back to common law? I always get confused. Is it the other way around? But there's water and there's a stop in the past. Oh, look at this. How funny is that? Maritime, water, flow. That is wild. I love that. Proud. Yes. Geronimo. Yes. Be proud of who you are, where you've been and where you've been going. Oh, it's wonderful how it all comes together, isn't it? It's so fantastic. I absolutely love it. Oh, I found more questions. Turn my piece of paper over. Yeah, okay, well, I've got a couple more. You're going to like these ones. Yeah, okay, last two. Right, here we go. They're not that exciting. One of them's not, but it bugged me. Okay, so I think I need to do a really good shuffle while I'm talking to you. Okay, so basically, okay, I'm going to do it off camera over here. It's easier. Yeah, I had an email about getting a smart meter in my house for my electricity. They basically said, or is it gas? They said, they said, yours is out of date. And we made an agreement back in so-and-so, this 1980s or something, that these meters could only last so long. And then after that, you have to get a new one. It was the law. You have to get a smart meter. Now, I always heard smart meters, they could just cut you off whenever they wanted to. And that is on the bottom as I'm shuffling. So that feels like, unbeknownst to you, you could just get cut off. That's your communication. So I am just going to just ignore it for now, because I don't want a smart meter. I've heard all sorts of horrible stories about smart meters. I think this was just another arm of control, to be quite frank. And so I want to ask for my own benefit and yours, because if they're coming for me, they'll come for you. They're using this law that they brought in as a reason to change your meters. But I personally would think, well, they said it could give inaccurate readings because it's old. I personally start thinking that's a bit of old codswallop myself. And I want to know, is this brought in by a law in order, was there a strategy in order, so there's nothing potentially wrong with your meters, you can just have a normal meter, but they don't make them anymore. Was it a strategy so that they could change everybody's meters over to smart meters so they could control you? Okay. What is this card? So this is the law. Planning maybe to change the law. I'm hoping as well as justice, and these are going to go at some point. I'm really hoping. This is a switch over, you see. So they were to switch them over. They planned to use the law, maybe to switch them over. But was it a strategy? I've got it! Ooh, so loud, probably woke up the neighbours. I was waiting for that card. Bingo. Bingo, 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 bingo. Using your words to control the narrative. I've got it. They were going to end it. Stop it. Okay? This is energy as well. Now, what I really want to know is, what's the future of smart meters? Are they going to stop? The truth will come out. They're going to be held to account. So it could be truths come out about this first. So I feel like the smart meter era and all of it, this is what I'm keep going back on about. The soft disclosures. Our whole framework, even the call centres, the insurance companies, social services, every single thing, our banks, our money, our hospitals, our cures or alleged cures, every single thing is so bad that you're changing the framework from the ground up. How are you going to do that softly? People are going to ask questions. Maybe they'll do it when they feel that, they've softened the blow, and then they'll tell you. Maybe it's more like that. Okay, so sorry, back to smart meters. Smart meters. I don't know if that's referring to that or that now, which one. But anyway, that could be about managing the disclosure, how they're managing it. And maybe that's why they've been doing it for the last year. Softly, and then boom. Okay, so smart meters, which is what I've got now, the truth. I think they could be reversed. I think the truth will come out, and then probably this will just vanish, hopefully. I do think this is to do with money. The reason why they set them up is an act of service. I think it was to do with money. I think they were pretending it was for your benefit. I don't really think it was. I've already had a strategy for them. Yeah, look. Feels like controlling your money. Okay, and then maybe when you were having a difficult situation, then they can sort of put the boundaries up. I do think it was about control. I've already had a strategy. I think this is going to end at some point. I think at the end, when all the disclosure comes out, I think they'll quickly be removed. When people get the knowledge and the research, this is about waiting again, patient, surrender. I think they're going to go. These things will go. So that's that one. You're going to like the next one coming up in a minute. Right, Now, somebody mentioned on the comments, oh, please do Iraqi dinar. Now, I don't do requests and I don't do comments. Well, comments, beg your pardon. So I read your comments. Sometimes I'll be inspired, but I don't generally answer people's comments, like deliberately do a reading, because it's not fair. I answer one, I've got to answer them all. But I think this is one that I have spoken about on my channel before it got removed. And I think it's important only because I think it's to do with the Great Awakening. It's to do with currency. It's to do with the change. So I often read on the banks anyway. I love reading on the banks. But this is Iraqi dinar, and everyone's so anxious about it. What's happening with that? So I recognise that obviously it does play a part in this story. So I think it's important to do it. But when I looked at it myself, I felt that I don't know a lot about currency, so you're just going to have to figure it out for yourself what I tell you. But I got the feeling it had been held back, restricted, okay, for maybe its current, I don't know if it's to do with its value or what. But I'm happy to look into it to see, because apparently when that changes, everything else changes or something like that anyway. This is new and enthusiastic, and it's the beginning of a journey. So perhaps it's, potentially there. That also looks like that kind of Iraqi, because look, it's kind of desert. It's very hot in Iraq as far as I know. Desert. This is a revelation. I got the same card. When I read for it on myself, I felt that it had been restricted, pulled back, okay, not being valued at what it's worth, if that's what it's to do with. Okay, and this is a revelation, like a shock in a way. And I'm wondering if there's a turnaround. So I don't really know what to ask. I'm not very good at currency. I sort of read a bit about it. And, oh yeah, apparently it's a big myth. That's what I read. When I looked it up on Google, it's a big myth about it ever changing, and why are people so focused on it. And I think that's, oh wow, look, 3 cards just fell out like that. I think it's going to go up significantly. This is generous, okay? But right now, there's been a lot of stress about it. But I think a surprise is coming. And this is also, she can be worth a lot of money. She's comfortable, that lady, you see. And this is a disappointment. Okay, I don't know, is there a court case or something to do with it? I have no idea. Justice, legal papers, I don't know. But it looks like it's going to become more prosperous. So I'll just ask that. Is it going to become more prosperous in 2025? Yes. I don't know about 2025. That's still there. Okay, I asked about 2025. I can't guarantee timing is going to be correct. But that's a wealthy card. Or affluent card, so definitely it could go up in value. Okay, this is quick. Could be quite quick when it does, or it could be saying it's been a long time coming, because that's to do with the past as well. So it could be a long time coming. They've been waiting for this, but when I feel this happens, this can be quick. This is knowledge as well, and they fight to get to the bottom of something. I think, I don't know, this will balance, maybe this balances things across the world. I don't really know. But this is a lovely card. Bear that in mind. So does that help the Great Reset? I'll see what I get here. Just one card for Iraqi dinar. Does it help the Great Reset? Does it help the world finances? I have to... Whoa! Bingo! You have it right there. Boom. There you go. I'm sure you're very delighted to see that today. So if you ever make some money on the stocks and you say, I don't even know how it works, you can tell I have no knowledge. Send me some your way. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I loved it. Going to take ages to load that up. I can't wait for Trump on the 20th. I can't wait. Oh, look! Yippee! The happiest card in the whole pack. Affluence, abundance, great happiness. Oh, it almost feels like the red flag of like the end. Signals the end. feels like end of a chapter, doesn't it? Wow. And that's a major card. Trump on the 20th. Can't wait, can't wait, can't wait. What have I got now? Ooh. Animals are important to you. They heal, comfort and relax you. So we're going to feel more relaxed, comforted. Oh, I've got loads of cards. I got proud. Thank you very much indeed, President Trump. Balance. He's going to bring the world back into balance. Thank you, President Trump. I'm delighted. Have a great day. Party time on the 20th. Bye now.